Dexter, you are recognized for 5 minutes.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Chair, for holding this hearing, and thank you also for being here and giving your testimony. I think we all understand we share a responsibility to ensure our veterans are getting high-quality, timely benefit decisions. And as amazing as it sounds, I tend to trust but verify, so please bear with me. We also had an opportunity to speak with local Oregon Veteran Service officers who made clear decision times are indeed, that they are experiencing are improving, but counter to what we are hearing, their impression is that errors are increasing. And these are not just, we haven't changed the number of veterans being served in our area, so maybe it could just be that the absolute number processed are getting higher, as you made a point of earlier, but mistakes do delay access to care. So even if that were true, those mistakes still are something we should address. So my first question is it true you have fewer VA employees processing these claims? We've been told the answer is yes, but I just want to hear that for the record.
We have had a little bit of attrition. We're working on a strategic hiring plan to backfill some of those positions, but part of what we have to do is evaluate how everything has changed in our ecosystem with all the technology to make sure we put the employee resources in the right places.
And we know that AI is threatening, positions across all sectors, so this is obviously one where AI is being used. We also know that when work is pushed faster with fewer employees, that oftentimes quality can be compromised. This, as I said, is unacceptable. So, Ms. Devlin, I want to also ground this in something we all understand. Would you trust a physician who gave you a prognosis based on a quick Google search or AI tool?
No, ma'am, I personally would not.
I would not either, and as a physician, I know technology can support good care, but it cannot replace good clinical training, expertise, and peer-reviewed evidence. Yet it seems that that is exactly the type of breakdown we are seeing. Veteran service officers raise serious concerns about VA decisions citing inappropriate sources. In some cases, determinations on disabilities included references to WebMD and Google searches in the actual letter being returned to the veteran. I reviewed a claim where the VA explained a veteran's employability by stating, quote, according to Google, followed by a quote, direct quote from language that certainly appears to be AI-generated content, and I have that here if we want to submit that for the record. That is not a standard. That is a system under strain. It is using artificial intelligence to do the work that these employees have done previously, and when staff are pushed to move faster without the resources and support they need, I do believe quality erodes and veterans are paying the price. So I'm going to ask directly, Ms. Devlin, is this the level of quality veterans should expect?
That would be, I would like to look at that, actually, if you would submit that to us, and I'll let Ms. Flint answer the question about employability and how an employee might use things like a Google search to understand the labor market for a specific veteran based on his or her specific background. That would not be an AI-generated action. That's an employee-generated action based on their individual use of systems available to them. So we do not use AI for medical opinions or medical decisions or any decision-making.
I mean, I have the exact quote from the letter. You attributed not working due to your service-connected disabilities, according to Google, in the letter. According to Google, quote, a person managing the conditions you described, and it has them, could thrive in various jobs with some adjustments. So this is literally quoting Google. And then there are literally quotes from WebMD. I think that regardless of my skepticism around whether that is an accurate assessment, receiving that as a veteran certainly does not increase confidence. And so I appreciate that you could walk through this, but I'm very conscious of my time. So I want to get to the quality review process because 94% accuracy sounds amazing. Does that include veteran perceptions of the accuracy of the claims or VSOs or others?
No, that would be based on our review of were procedures followed, were regulations followed, and was the decision right based on those requirements.
And so I think that this is a self-fulfilling prophecy. If we're using AI-generated quality control measures, we have fewer people, reviewing more claims. There has to be AI use looking over AI-generated decisions. I wonder where the actual peer review or quality review is coming in that is not automated.
That's not automated. Our quality review systems are done by humans who are reviewing the regulations and the statutes and the quality of the work.
And what percentage of decisions are being reviewed?
It's a validated sample. I think it's 3 to 5. Is it 3 to 5, Ms. Flint? 3 to 5 cases per month. Is that correct?
3 to 5 cases?
Yes, at the national level, at our national quality, they statistically valid sample. To get a national quality number is 3 to 5 individual quality reviews per employee.
3 to 5 total.
Per employee per month.
Okay. My time's up. I yield back.